everybody, I'm Trish, the Purple Painted Lady, and I just want to introduce this video to you. We're going to share how to paint a linoleum floor using chalk paint by Annie Sloan, and I'm so excited for Hannah, who's part of our team, who just bought her first house, and let her show you how to do this. Okay, take a good look at this before photo because it looks nothing like this now. Hannah used a product called Crud Cutter first on the floor. Make sure after you clean with it, you take a clean rag with some fresh water and rinse it off. Hannah chose the color Old White. It's the #1 selling color that Annie Sloan has. It's a really cool, soft, antique white. I guess you could say it's the color of a piece of chalk. That's how we would refer to it. She's using Annie's large flat brush. It's a 2-inch wide brush. It has natural and synthetic bristles, and it allows you to get a smoother finish. Hannah knew she was going to be painting that wood trim around the perimeter of the floor, so she wasn't worried about taping it off. And the same thing went for around the bottom of the toilet. She used that 2-inch brush really well, and she does these long fluid strokes. You're going to see that in a minute. Every once in a while, you'll notice she sort of picks out a little bristle. This is a fairly new paintbrush. Anytime you're buying a paintbrush, Annie Sloan, any brand at all, they typically go through a conditioning process. If you lose a paint bristle, either use your finger or take the brush and just come at it perpendicular and pluck it out. And if you have an apron, go ahead, wipe it on there, but it's not a big deal. Just keep painting. Okay, this is what I mean about those long fluid strokes. She gets a lot of surface coverage with that 2-inch brush. Okay, to put in perspective how quickly she was able to paint this floor. It's not a huge bathroom, but it's a reasonable size, and it probably took her literally, honestly, 15 minutes. So after the first coat of chalk paint, she waited about an hour, and then she did a full second coat. Since Hannah knew she was going to be using a stencil, she was happy with the second coat, but she did say if she was going to leave it solid with the Old White, she'd recommend a third coat of paint. She found this great stencil from a company called Cutting Edge Stencils. Just Google them. Tell them the Purple Painted Lady sent you. This is just a really nice pattern. It goes with her style. She really liked it. She chose to do the stencil using a color called French linen. This is another popular color. It's like, is it gray? Is it beige? Is it taupe? It's a perfect color. Very, very neutral. And she's using an Annie Sloan roller on that too. We sell all of this on our website. Check it out. She said the most important thing was making sure when you're doing the stencil, you're lining up those little spots so that way you know that everything's going to be perfectly in place and straight. She laid out her stencil based on the fact she wanted a full square in that upper right corner of the bathroom. And oh, there's her kitty. Isn't he cute? So, one of the other things she mentioned is she puts paint on her roller, but then she offloaded a significant amount of it. Here she goes. No more kitty. Now that Bart, the kitty's put away, she can safely go ahead, finish the entire floor, which she said went really quick. When you're pulling that stencil away, make sure to pull it up and pull it to the side and get it off the floor, and don't run the risk of actually smudging any of that fresh paint that you just applied. After Hannah did the stencil all over the floor, she went back but used a scissors and actually cut her existing stencil so she could lay it out around that outer border. And she used a stencil brush just to finish it. Once she finished all of that and it was all completed, she used Annie Sloan's Matte Lacquer. She did 2 coats and voila, the bathroom is complete. This is her first house. She is ecstatic about it. I think I'm actually more excited than she is. But she's using chalk paint by Annie Sloan all throughout the house. Wait till you see what we do with their kitchen. So what do you think? I would encourage you to give this a try. And if you have questions or need any assistance or would like to buy some product, just give us a call. We're always available to help you, and check us out online, thepurplepaintedlady.com.